What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Detroit Pistons. Man, number one overall pick, Cade Cuningham. He's been playing excellent. Last game, he had 24 points. He had an early career high of 7 3-pointers. He's a floor general. He gets his teammates involved. So we know that Cade is going to bring his game. And he beat the New York Knicks, who were the only loss we've taken in Summer League thus far. So this should be a fun matchup. I'm looking forward to it, man. I think the Lakers could end up with a 3-1 record. That'd be pretty good, even if it puts us out of the playoff contention, whether we win or not. I'm not sure how that's going to work out with the tiebreakers or not. But as far as Summer League goes, this year's a little different. All right, they're going to take the top two records and they're going to pit them up for the championship game. There's no tournament style bracket or nothing like that, which I prefer, to be honest with you guys. But how y'all feeling today, man? Good to see y'all. We should have a good game today. Very much looking forward to see if the Lakers can get a back-to-back win. Not bad. We're 2-1 in Vegas Summer League, and overall we're 3-2 overall since the California Classic started. So, I think this little unit is very formidable. We've learned some pretty good skill sets of players and what they can do. Again tonight, I'm looking forward to Traveling Queen. I want to see what he can do again. Just keep showing it to me so I know that it's not a fluke, and hopefully he'll get a training camp invite. I'm cheering for the kid. By the way, I did see Jello ball, man. Jello looked great. Right? He's only playing limited minutes for the Hornets, but I like what he's doing, man. He's sniping from beyond the arc, playing solid defense, and just playing smart basketball. He's playing his role as a role player. But how y'all feeling today, man? He said her, LeBron, and Westbrook will be at the game. Really? That'll be interesting. I haven't heard that one, but I thought Westbrook was gonna go pitch the opening pitch at the Dodger game. Wasn't he there? I doubt he could. I doubt he'll leave. Well, they do have planes and stuff. They could fly all the way to Vegas. Who knows? We'll see. But that'll be interesting. He said, "Sup, Dan? Let's beat the Pistons. Let's do it. What's up, Don?" Hopefully, Reeves and Mack bounce back tonight. Cade is formidable and is a difficult matchup. The thing I like about Cade Cunningham early, from what I've seen, is he's a very good floor general. He doesn't force anything. He takes his shots within the rhythm of the offense, and he's a very solid playmaker, especially off a pick and roll. And he has a great jump shot, and he looks like a floor general. He looks NBA ready. Great pick by the Pistons right there. He said, hopefully Reeves and Mack bounce back. Yes, sir. Now, Reeves and Mack have been off the last two games, so let's see if either one of them can bounce back. I still like what Reeves is doing defensively and as far as, not forcing the issue. He said, how many points do you think Cade is going to have against us? That's a good question. Again, he likes to run pick and roll with his big man from what I've seen. So how are we going to stop the pick and roll? We've been playing 3-2 zone. So let's see if that continues tonight. We disrupted the Knicks a little bit when we played zone, and it definitely worked the last game. So let's see if we continue to run some 3-2 and how Cade adjusts to that, as well as obviously Devontae Cacok has to limit his turnovers and his sloppy play if we want to have a chance tonight. But again, remember, these games aren't really about winning or losing. It'd be nice to see the Lakers win as always, but we're really just trying to evaluate talent and see who's good enough to fit in with potentially training camp invites and maybe more. Are you going to watch the LA Rams game and the Chargers? I'm just a Rams fan. I'll be flipping back and forth, but I'm just a Rams fan. I'm not a Chargers fan. But, I might be flipping back and forth depending on how good this Summer League game is. It is just preseason, but it's still exciting. Schedule is about to drop. Absolutely. Hey, check it out, Regional. I can't wait. You guys know every year I break down the schedule with you guys live right here on the chat, and we predict around how many wins we could foresee happening. But this year I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm just going to look at the schedule. I'm not going to predict wins or losses like I usually do, but we're just going to talk about it. But I'm looking forward to that schedule. Let's hope that we got something easier to start off, and then it gets harder later on. Because that's when you really want to sharpen up your tools in the tool shed, and you want to make sure that you're firing on all cylinders. You don't want the easy games at the end of the season. You want the hard ones at the end, the easier ones at the beginning, so you can find yourself and get some chemistry. What's the deal? The Lakers going after Steven Jackson? I doubt that. No, I doubt that. I'd be shocked. NBA schedule is set to drop the next 7 to 10 days. He said, as said by Mark Stein. Yes, I did. I tweeted that out earlier today. I'm looking forward to it, man. It should be fun. He said, imagine if we get the Nets or the Bucks on opening night. I can foresee the NBA doing something like that, but most likely we're probably going to end up with the Clippers because they want to build that rivalry that isn't there. One team has 17 championships and counting. the other team has 0. So there's no real rivalry. They just they're delusional, and so I hope that the NBA just gives us a real good team instead of one of these pretender teams to start off the season. That'd be fun. Hey, what's up, Fly Guy? Tyler Cook playing tonight. Tyler Cook, who's that? Tyler Cook on what team, man? Who are we talking about? Are you? You said salute, chat, and Dan. What's up, Mike? What's up, brother? He said there is no rivalry in Los Angeles. Everyone is delusional that there is. That's what I'm saying. It's not really anything there. They try to make something of it. We despise them because they're cocky, arrogant, and they haven't accomplished anything. But that doesn't mean that because we despise them, they're our rivals or even our equals. They're definitely not. He said ESPN is trying to build the Nets-Laker rivalry. That'll be dope. There's no rivalry yet until we meet in the finals. But I'll say that'll be a much better matchup. I would rather see 3 stars versus 3 stars and a bunch of role players go at it. That'd be much funner than, a Kawhi Leonard-less Clippers, annoying-ass Clipper Darrell, and Paul George. I'm good. I'll pass. LeBron and Westbrook was in the gym. Yes, we've seen the pictures, man. They look happy. It's always exciting when your 2 stars get to work early, right? Anthony Davis as well. It's exciting because you know that they really want it. They look serious, but happy at the same time. So let's hope that continues to develop going into the season, and they're leading by example. So all the young guys and all the rest of the players are in the gym as well. I've seen Carmelo in the gym. I've seen Wayne Ellington, or as I like to call him, Lil Wayne. I've seen him in the gym as well. It's fun, man. It's gonna be a fun season. Looking forward to it. He said, "Dan, when are the Lakers going to fill the last 3 roster spots?" If I knew that, I'd scare myself, man, because I have no clue. Maybe after summer league, maybe they'll decide if they like a young player or 2, or maybe it'll head into preseason like this. Who knows? Again, the Lakers, there's no time frame to fill up these roster spots, up until the buyout deadline or whatever. But we have to wait and see as fans and hope for the best. But I'm excited. Whoever we add, I'm sure they'll make the right decision. There's plenty of good players available and some very savvy veterans out there like Paul Millsap, guys like that. So we'll see. What's your take on Vic Law? He has consistent 3-point shooting these past couple of games. You know what? That's a good question, Jerry. I like Vic Law. What is he, 24? He's NBA ready. He has good size on him. What is he, 6'7", 6'8" for a wing? Perfect size. Reminds me a little bit of Harrison Barnes type, game where, he uses length to score, and he's a very capable defender when willing. I don't mind him, but I don't expect him to be on one of these final roster spots. If anything, maybe we get him an invite to the G League. Who knows? But yeah, I like what I've seen so far. Can he show it again to me tonight? Because I've only seen it for 2 games out of the 4 we've played. So show it to me again tonight, and then maybe we start talking in a different tone. Imagine Phil Handy working with Russ. Yeah, Phil Handy's a GOAT, man. He's a legend. Everybody he works with just gets better at their craft. He teaches them the little, nuances of the game, the little things, the little fundamentals and stuff. He works on things they're already good at to become great. So that's what I like about him. I've seen some of his workouts. He's even worked out some YouTubers. So I think it's interesting. If you have love for the game, Phil Handy will work for you. Will work with you. I'm sorry. I respect Coach, and I can't wait to see how the players continue to develop, especially guys like Malik Monk, Taylor Horn Tucker, Kendrick Nunn. The younger players will probably benefit the most, but veterans can pick up little things too. He said out of 10, when healthy, and if Westbrook fits in, which he will with us. He said, how confident are you that we're winning the championship this year? If we're healthy, I'm 10 out of 10 confident. 10 out of 10. Okay, that the Lakers can win the championship. Now, I see your name. I'm not sure if you're a troll or you're a Nets fan for real because your name's a little hype. I will say this. I expect Brooklyn in the finals, but I wouldn't be shocked if for some reason anybody gets hurt or the chemistry isn't there. I could easily see somebody else in the East. So I think the Nets have the East to worry about first before we get to the West. As far as the West goes, I think the Suns were a fluke. I don't think they'll even get close to the finals again. And I don't see another formidable opponent. The West is always very solid. But as far as head and shoulders, I think the Lakers stand head and shoulders above the rest in the West. The one team The one team that really has a star power and the role players, guys like Patty Mills, that can really make it a series is the Brooklyn Nets. So I look forward and I hope that we meet in the finals. He's like, keep doing your work, Dan. You are worldwide. I'm from Portugal. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Fun fact: my favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo. So small world. I appreciate you though, bro. Is I personally think AD can win Defensive Player of the Year. It's just injuries that's stopping him, bro. Actually, I woke up this morning, right before I went to the gym. Um, I was watching film of AD in the championship run that year. Go back and watch. Guy was clearly the best big man in the league, and I expect him to return to form this year. So I agree with you. Not only could he be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate or even favorite to win it, but he will be an MVP candidate. I guarantee you that if he's healthy. He said Bucks in 6. You think the Bucks can beat the Nets in 6? I mean, it should be fun. It should be a fun series, man. I look forward to it. I hope that the Bucks prove to the world that they weren't a fluke championship this year with all the injuries. Well, the Bucks actually went through some teams, so I respect them, But I would like to see them do it again, and I'd be really excited for the Milwaukee Bucks fans if the Bucks get to the finals again, where the Lakers would beat them in 5. It'd be a blast. It would be fun, man. Westbrook already working on his shot with Phil Handy. It's going to be a fun season, brother. And here's the thing. I want Laker fans to just be patient with this team because I do think they have the potential to get off the gate, but I also think there's a chance that it'll be a little bit of a learning process for the first 10 games or so. And after that, I expect them, if healthy and everything is firing on all cylinders, I can easily see them winning, 10 to 15 games in a row. That's how deep we are this year. I kid you not. I was just thinking about our bench. Potentially, our bench could end up sounding like this. Kendrick Nunn point, shooting guard. It could be either Wayne or Malik, whoever doesn't start. Small forward. You could have Taylor Horn Tucker, power forward, Carmelo, and center, whoever you want to put there, whether it be Dwight or Marc Gasol. Most likely Marc Gasol, preferably for me. But that's a deep-ass bench. A lot of those guys could be starters, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We have a deep, deep bench, and I think our starters are going to get off the quick starts, but then when they hit their rest, I think our bench is going to continue to propel our team forward as long as they find the right mix combination and they find themselves within the offense because they still have to mesh. There's a bunch of new pieces. We got like 10 new pieces this year. So they still have to find themselves. And this is why I say Laker fans should be very patient with this team, especially to start off. All right, let's not start with the crazy talk early on. Because I'm late. What's up, DTLF? What's up, Justice? Yeah, you are a bit late, bro, but we got about 10 minutes before the game. So if you guys have any questions, I got you, man. He said, I want to steamroll the Nets at full strength, so there's no more debate. Me too, man. I want the Nets in the finals. I want their 3 versus our 3. I want the role players I think we have the way better role players. Look at their role players. Look at their bench players. Blake Griffin and Patty Mills are probably their 2 best bench players. We got Carmelo. We may or may not have Dwight, depending on if he starts or not, off the bench. Kendrick Nunn, right? Kendrick Nunn is a beast, man. He could he's a bucket, and he can play defense. Again, potentially Malik Monk or Wayne Ellington and Taylor Horn Tucker, who everybody's expecting to make some sort of a jump or some sort of a progression. We're not expecting 15 points a game, but we're expecting maybe a little bit more of a face-up game, maybe hitting more wide open 3-point shots, and a little bit better defense and decision-making with when he has the ball in his hands. But remember, last year, I really loved the way they played. I like the way Taylor Horn Tucker played when Dennis Schroeder went out with the whole COVID situation. This man was out here getting 10 assists a game, and he was balling. So, he proved to me he can be a combo guard, either 1 or the 2, and he has a lot of skills. He said, Dan, thanks for your take on Vic Law, by the way. I'm a diehard Laker fan from the Philippines. Hey, shout out to the Philippines, man. I know the Laker fans are worldwide. We take over, man. That's why we're hated, because we are the most dominant fan base out there. So, much love to Laker Nation all around the world, man. Still no news about the Lakers signing the final 3 roster spots? No, sir. No updates yet. But, hey, don't sweat it, man. You're looking at the core of the Lakers right now as they are. This is how our rotation is going to look, similar to what I already have mentioned in the past videos. But no sweat, man. Trust me. You will be the first to find out. You heard it here first. As soon as it happens, I'm breaking the news to you guys. Don't worry about it, man. Who do you think's leading our bench in points this year? Wait, are we talking about Brooklyn or are we talking? See, your AV confuses me, bro. If we're talking about the Lakers, it could be. I mean, I would love for it to be Carmelo, being the veteran that he is, and the multi-time All-Star, or a young guy like maybe Kendrick or Malik or Taylor. That would be dope too. But whoever it is, man, I'm excited for it. I really don't care about stats like that. I'm a Laker fan first. Whoever puts in the work, I'm rooting and supporting. I really don't have. I'm not biased towards different players. I love them all equally. I might have some slight favorites, like obviously Taylor Horton Tucker, because I love young talent. He's one of my favorites, along with LeBron and AD and Westbrook. But just because he's a little bit of a slight favorite doesn't mean I disfavor the rest. So whoever puts in the work, man, they're gonna get me so hyped. Because I'm very excited for the season. Been a fan since 1980. Love Kareem. Keep it up. Thanks, Vincent. I appreciate you always, my brother. 1980s, man. You were blessed enough to see the golden years. I was too young, obviously. I was born in 1990, so I really started getting to basketball in 97. But my family was in it way before me. So, yeah, they got to see some of the Magic Johnson era as well. Fun fact, my brother grew up a Michael Jordan fan. I didn't know his signature is like similar to Michael Jordan, like MJ, So I never figured out why his signature was like that till recently. He told me. So yeah, I didn't know he was that big of a Jordan fan up until obviously we got Kobe, and then Kobe's his favorite player. But yeah, before everything, he grew up watching Jordan, and my family's been into basketball far before me. So yep, we go way back. What do you think about Tyreke Evans? Is he still in the league? I used to like him when he was with the Kings. I mean, the only thing about Tyreke is he's not a consistent shooter, but ball handling and solid athlete. Yeah, I like Tyreke Evans. Again, I'm very open-minded, man. I'm very open-minded when it comes to who we have to fill out, because I feel like Rob Pelinka has just blessed us with a very formidable championship team, as we are right now. So everything else is going to be extra, right? That's why I'm not really nitpicking at who we should bring, like absolutely, right? I'm just like open-minded. Like if it's Tyreke, if it's Isaiah Thomas, if it's Paul Millsap, I'll be really open-minded and excited either way. If we can get Bismack, it will be a bonus for the Lakers. I like Bismack Biyombo. I do. He's an athlete. He can block shots. That's about it, though. That's all he brings. He has stone hands. The man's not great at catching lobs since he left Toronto. And he kind of became like somewhat of a journeyman. He went from getting overpaid to now he doesn't have a roster spot. So he's a gamble. He's a 50-50. He's high risk, high reward. But again, I'm not too concerned with it, because in a minimal role, if he's not playing good, you don't even have to play him. Let's just say he can't catch lobs and he's turning the ball over and committing too many fouls, and he'll just sit at the end of the bench right next to the water boy. So at the end of the day, I'm not too critical on it, but I mean, it would be exciting to see another intimidator under the rim. But at the same time, like I said, Spidey minutes, because he's kind of sloppy with the basketball. He doesn't have any post moves. All he is basically a catch and dunk guy, and a rebounder and a rim protector, somewhat of a rim protector. He says, still think the Lakers are keeping an open spot for Love buyout. I said it, man. As soon as we got Russell Westbrook, I felt like Kevin Love could be a future possibility, especially if he gets that buyout from the Cavaliers, right? But a lot of people don't want Kevin Love because he's had some, mental issues as of late, and that's nothing to play with. Everybody knows. Montrezl Harrell went through some of that, so that could have also explained why maybe Frank Vogel wasn't playing him, because he wasn't fully focused on the game. But, I love me some Kevin Love, UCLA days, obviously Timberwolves days, but he was never the same after he went to Cleveland. So maybe bring it, he's a Cali boy, maybe bringing him back home to play with his collegiate alumni and Russell Westbrook might revitalize him and bring him back to life. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm open-minded again. Just join percentages. Reeves gets a roster spot. He already has one, so it's 100%. He's on a two-way contract, man. So it's 100%. He gets a roster spot, and you're gonna see him at some point during the season. Garbage minutes or whatever. They're gonna throw him in to see what he's got versus real NBA talent. But yeah, the kid looks good. To be honest with you, he hasn't had a great shooting performance the last two games, but he does the little things that could keep him on the court, like playing excellent defense, keeping his head up when he's bringing the ball up the court. He reads the screen and roll really, well, like making the passes, the right reads off of the screen and roll, or pick and pop, whatever it is, or even the backdoor cuts. Like he's just a great passer. And then again, I like his length defensively, and the fact that he's fearless. So all those things he combine into success. But he still has some work to do. He's still a young player. What is he? 21. Still a very young player, and we'll see. Oh, really? Cade's not playing? Oh, that's unfortunate, man. I hate to hear that. Wow. I was looking forward to seeing this kid play, but I guess not. No. But the Lakers starters, we do have the Lakers starters. Austin Reeves, Joel Ayayi, Trevelin Queen gets the start. That's exciting right there. Tres Tinkle and Devontae Kaycock. So Quinn got the start. So obviously you can tell that he's got the eye of the coaches. So now I'm excited. Whether Cade plays or not, I think this is fun. This is gonna be fun, man. We get to see my boy Queen. See, me and the Laker coaches staff, we see eye to eye. Trevelin Queen has probably been the second most impressive player besides Austin Reeves to me in this whole summer league process. And now we get to see him start. And I'm excited, man. Maybe he gets a couple of steals, gets on transition, highlight. Maybe he'll hit a couple of shots. He has a solid form as well. So should be fun, man. But that's gonna wrap it up for me for the pregame recap. Again, you know the drill. It's only summer league. So if the game gets really exciting, I will be doing a post game for sure. If the game for some reason gets out of whack and it's just one of those, garbage summer league games, especially without Cade playing, then you won't see me here for post game. But I will be here as soon as we play one more. But thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys hopefully after the game.